thrilling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Away to start us off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Quick 3rd down test on this opening drive of the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
What a catch! He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Back to throw again. Caught quickly. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying to get him down for just a short gain. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. And the team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Touchdown. Great connection there for 6 points.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on 4th down, it pays off. They decide to be aggressive. They come up with a touchdown. Can't wait to see how this impacts the game after that score.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The border battle goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Dogs-Gators tussle has been interesting. One side's had the upper hand. The other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game every single year.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and it's dropped to Schmitz for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the part of that receiver.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete again. 4 count coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And looking for a big play here. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
To throw, it's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. Incompletion sets up a second down. And the back gets the football. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. High completion makes it second and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Linebacker shifting around now. They flipped into the field, ready now for the second period.
7-0.
They've converted 1 of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Looking to throw it again. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
And the defense catches a break here, Chris. That in-breaking route is wide open. Quarterback makes it a really nice throw. The receiver just dropped the football and misses out on a big gain.
Dropping back. It's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attack.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-9. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. An inside deals now from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He's going to take off. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that run play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Let's it fly to the wideout. He makes the ground. They finally stop him, and now before he gets to the 16-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here. It's hard running there through a tackle. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense had been picking on this drive, but the big loss makes it 2nd down and 18 here. Back to pass. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for 6. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
To throw, it's Stockton. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Dogs come to the line to run the hurry-up.
And that's a first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. We go with a direct snap. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Has Hunt. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Extra point try coming now. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To the air. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down. Looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. After all that, heaves it deep down the middle. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Contact as he let the ball go. He can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream.
And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Look out, room to run here.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle.
It's good. That makes the score Georgia 21, Florida 9.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
That's caught. It's Taylor. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looks right, lets it fly. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. The Bulldogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. Look out, whole different game now.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
Got to get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's White. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw here. On the move now. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his...
He fakes it, now looks to throw. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close.
Yeah, they try to catch him napping here, but let's give credit to the return team. They were able to force that incompletion. But I like the call, but the execution most definitely could have been better.
Takes the handoff. It's ball. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
That's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Touchdown, Gators. They battled all the way back to take the lead. We had a a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. He's going to hand this off. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. That puts him over 150 yards today. We knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphreys. And the ball to the ground. Scooped up in the defense.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks an open space. Has the first down, is still going. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
Georgia, 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Pounding away with the run game. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point puts him up at 9 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's White. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leading it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set out at the 16. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
That's reeled in. It's Frazier. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Running play called on 3rd and short. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now for a 37.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for it.
The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. That should be enough to secure the upset. This team came in the lower-ranked team intent on proving a point, and they've gone out and done that.
What a great way for them to close it out. And really, they played well the entire game, and a chance for them to build some momentum. And for the loser, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. An opportunity to possibly still make a run and get in position for the postseason.
They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. What an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye, and sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.